Oluwole Omojofodun, and welcome to my show. This program, I bring in guests in entrepreneurs, and then we talk about their business, we talk about marketing, and we look at some other challenges that they are facing and how they can scale through these challenges. Right. So for this today's program, I'm going to bring in someone. He's an entrepreneur. He's a CEO in the fashion industry. So I'm going to invite him to join the show today so that we can be able to do this together. So just give me a little minute as I'll be able to invite him to join the program again. I'm inviting our guest right now, and I think he's having some technical issue right there. So I've done this again, and I think we should be able to connect right now. Please, sorry for that. Sorry for just wasting your time on this. It's kind of frustrating. All right, so let me reinvite him again. Let me reinvite our guest. All right. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, from my end, I can hear you.
Like we're just having like network issue and it's kind of frustrating. Your camera is not on. Okay. All right. Like this
I think
network
it's
issue
on
is
now.
really frustrating. This this is one of the issues that
For
we are
you.
facing right now in our country, and I think most entrepreneurs in Nigeria also have to go through this particular issue, especially when you have to do some business transaction and then the network is doing, yeah, is giving, all right, is giving issue, right? So, welcome, sir. Like since we restarted this one now, so I think some of those people that joined before they should still be able to join, but I think the link will be different, right? But it doesn't mean sure we can. All right, so we can still go on ahead and have our interview, and later on they will be able to see the video.
Sure.
All right, so welcome once again, and thanks for honoring this interview. So, the essence of this particular interview, like I said, is to have an interview with a CEO, a startup entrepreneur that is actually doing something, right? And then solving a problem, doing some kind of business in Nigeria, and moving the economy forward. So, and we are very happy to have you on this show this morning. So, we're going to start with getting to know you. Tell us who you are, what you do, your business, and any other thing you can tell us about yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much
You
for
are
that,
welcome, sir.
Mr. Oluwole. Okay. First and foremost, I'm highly privileged and opportunity to be here this morning. I would say thank you for that. And um, it's not by my power, it's by my might that I'm here this morning. It's by God's grace. So, and I also thank you for pulling this kind of interview up so that we could meet and discuss about we startup entrepreneurs here in Nigeria, things we do, how we help the economy to grow and the likes. So I am Imoh Uchenna by name.
It's okay.
The firstborn of my family of five children. So and I'm living happily with my parents. And also, I'm a recent graduate of Federal University of Technology, Akure, known as FUTA. For people who don't know if it's a federal university, also, it's
Okay.
here in Ondo State, in Akure, the state capital. And also, I studied civil engineering. You can also say, you can also call it civil and environmental engineering. That So I own the brand Yoocee Fashion ways. Hopefully, we are looking to rebrand as well, but then let's stick with Yoocee Fashion ways. And this brand started. Something pushed me to start this brand in
Okay.
the year 2020 during COVID. Yeah, during COVID. Sorry, it will be a brief story. During COVID, I was in school actually. I was learning. I was learning UI UX. Yeah, because to an extent, I love having a digital skill. So UI UX was a new digital skill I heard of then. So I wanted to venture into it to an extent. So I think, yeah, I learned it for about 3 months, and then I went home. And why did I go home? There was a time where the school said everyone should evacuate, that they can't keep all these students inside the school, whereby the school is on strike and so many things has happened. So I went home. So I I sat in the shop. I was watching. I was looking, and one thing struck me that will I keep sitting here in the shop without doing anything? Because personally, I stay with my dad in the shop, and to an extent, I'm not that convenient sitting with my dad in the shop because all the money coming in is going to into his own pockets and not mine. So and and we have another shop actually, which is always locked. And why? Because there's nobody who could open it and like bring in and make sales. Because most people are in school. I'm not around. My siblings are still very young. So and I couldn't sleep in the night because I was thinking like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do now that we're on strike? How can I make money? How can I like cater for my upkeep and the likes? So that night, I don't know, something just came. I couldn't sleep. Something came on me. And the following day, I also went to the shop. I cleaned the shop. I made it okay and everything. And I went to my dad that, okay, bring in goods here. Let's start selling. Let me just sit since we're on strike. Let me just sit here and make um, money for you also. And maybe I can make some for myself as well. So we started that and fast track to December, yeah, November, December, that we all know to be festive period. And this is a trade that we sell
Okay.
men outfits. Yeah, men outfits. Anything that men uses, like fashion entirely, everything. Shoes, sandals, slides, palm, everything a man needs, like for fashion. So that's what we sell. So and lo and behold, that was the first time I traveled to Onitsha to buy. Yeah, to
Okay.
buy, to actually go by myself to buy. So so he gave me an amount of money. So I traveled. I followed somebody actually, cause to know my way around there. So I went and I bought. My first traveling was very stressful, cause I got missing in the market actually.
Seriously?
I lost myself in the market because to a point, I and the person that I went with actually we parted ways at a point. It was going to somewhere else, so I had to go somewhere else because we're buying different things. Maybe he got jeans somewhere. I had to go and get palm somewhere else because there we have Ochanja, we have main market, and we have so many places around there. So I couldn't follow the vehicle that brought me to Onitsha. I had to go to another park and waited there till the next morning before I could go home. So I got home the next morning and I brought in my market, my goods, and I sold. Yeah, to an extent. I think I went to the market about 3 to 4. Yeah, I think 3 to 4 times like that before the strike was called off and everything happened. So I came back to school and I said to myself that, okay, I'm not back to school. Who would be handling this business that I'm not around? So I told my mom that, how about you help me look for a sales girl? So we got a sales girl who could be handling the shop. But something happened. I couldn't concentrate concentrate in classes again because a part of me was thinking about business, a part of me was thinking about my courses. So my attention was divided because sometimes I will receive a call from home that how much is this, like the last price? Because it's something in our business, there is always room for negotiation. So, and it's very possible that I give you this price to sell it. But deep down, if somebody should still be the
Okay.
price down, you can still sell it that amount. So I can receive calls, okay, how much is this? I will just tell her, sell it for this so price, and like that, like that, like that. So I did it to a point where I had to now start bringing my goods here in school. Yeah, I took my goods to school, I sold to my
Okay.
friends, and sold to people I know whenever I take my goods to school. Yeah, I did home delivery. I took my goods all to my friends' houses, and yeah, that went like that.
No, 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 no.
So
It's
yeah,
deceiving.
hope I'm not talking too much like this. So fast forward to IT. Then I was in all this strike of a thing was when I was in 300 level. Yeah, 2020 we're in 300 level. So fast forward to another. I think yeah, another, I think there was another strike. But this happened twice. Yeah, I think it happened twice. Yeah, before I now went for IT again. So
Okay.
I went for my IT, and my IT was in Lagos. So this this took me to Lagos, and one blessed day, a friend of mine came and he said his sister is about to wed, that we should buy a suit, that we should be the men in suits, like the groomsmen. And I was like, wow, well, it's an opportunity. Let's do this. So, and I already have the name Yoocee Fashion Wears. That's like my brand name since I started. When I started bringing goods to school, that's my brand name. I made flyers. Made I had Google My Business page. I did some I design I paid one of my guys to design some flyers, logo, and some things for me to like advertise and market my brand, both on Facebook, on WhatsApp, like that. Those were my two major marketing handles. So when I was in Lagos, we went. I am my friend and I.
Okay.
We went to CMS. The I think the general name is CMS, and I think there's another name they call it Lagos Island. Some people call it Lagos Island. Some people call it CMS. So we toyed the market for real. We like walked we walked everywhere just to get a very low price to buy a suit. Because I could remember the first show we went to when we said we wanted to buy a suit. They told us, was it not? I think they told us 20 something thousand naira, if I'm not mistaken. Like from 45,000 naira. We actually beat the price down to 25. So we're like, this is too expensive. We can't afford this kind of money. Because we're earning, let me say, we're earning not so good amount of money considering the transport and everything. If I say the amount, we feel is very big. But when you now add up the expenses and everything, you realize the amount was just nothing. Because feeding and everything, it was almost nothing. So we went like more than 5 shops, six, like that. So we now got to a warehouse in Lagos. So we asked them that we wanted the suit. So we said we wanted to. So they brought it out, and we actually beat the price down to like, okay, they said, I think they gave us the last price to be 25,000 naira, because we were targeting 16,000 naira for both the jackets and the pants. So they said, no, that's not possible. So I asked this friend of mine, how much is your budget? He said 20,000 naira. And personally, I never wanted to buy a suit. I was just doing that. I wanted to buy a suit just because of him. Because he said his sister and we had to be the groomsmen. Lo and behold, I had no fund on me then. But I just had to do what I had to do. I had to sacrifice some things for my friend. So I told him that I wouldn't buy a suit again. I would just go for the jacket. That some people call it blazer. So he got his, yeah, I think he got his for 20,000 naira. So I got my blazer for, yeah, I got my blazer for 12,000 naira then. So when we were going, we were talking about this suit, but deep down I was
What is
thinking about
that?
something else. Could you believe what I was thinking about? I was thinking about, I was thinking about how about I take this suit business to school, because sooner or later we'll be done with IT and people want to like defend putting on suits and the likes. And I said to myself, wow, this is an opportunity. I'm in the market and I can easily bring this food business down to Futa, connect with wholesalers and help them to sell. So I said to myself that I won't talk to the wholesalers if I want to help myself to make money. I'm taking this to them as if I want to solve their problem, like helping them to sell and meet more customers. So I saw this as an opportunity. One, to help them make money. Two, to help myself make money. Three, and to make my brand known out there to meet more audience. So that struck me. And I met few wholesalers at that time. I got their numbers, got their contacts, and we chatted for
Okay.
a while. Then I went back to the market again for a proper survey personally. So I had to, like, there are so many guys there in Lagos that can show you around, take you to places you want to go. So I went with one of them and we just chatted. It took me to various places. And I went to various places personally. Then I got few contacts of wholesalers there, chatted with them, and we talked based on how these goods can get to me, how I can pay them and sell their goods for them at so price they are willing to sell. So that was it. Then I called this friend of mine. Hello, what's up? Okay, yeah, I had a flyer already. So I didn't even bother to even contact my friend anymore because there was a flyer. What I just did was check my handle, post the flyer, like repost the flyer, talked about the suit. And what did I do? Like this was where I knew for an entrepreneur, reading and studying actually helps you, because you can't only rely on what you know. You have to make research, you have to learn,
Yes.
you have to read, you have to study, you have to do things. Back in that time, I think I was reading the book I was reading, I've read was Small Business, Big Money by Akin Alabi. Yeah, that was the book I read then. So I said to myself that, what if I start this food business? I want to sell a suit, but other people do sell suit too. So what will make mine different? So what I do was I brought in I know you will know about this a lot of things. I brought in this,
Okay.
yeah, this year strategy of yours. So so I had to like bring up this year strategy. And I said, if you need a suit, the suit will come with, okay, you need a complete suit. The suit comes, it's a three-piece suit, by the way. It comes with the jacket, the waistcoat, the pants, but suits don't come with t-shirts and the tie. So the suit, you are going to pay for the suit,
Oh,
but you receive the t-shirt and the tie for free. So that
that is
was
very,
the
very
strategy.
massive.
That was what I did. And I think I did that for like 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 2 to 3 weeks, because I knew I'll be done with my IT in a week time. So I started the awareness 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, in 2 to 3 weeks before I left for Akure. So I said that, and I also learned a part of that strategy during um during a I was taking I took a class with this guy. I've forgotten his name. One Joseph. He's an affiliate marketer, actually a content creator. Then he invited some of his friends. They talked about opportunities. They talked about skills. So I learned from the class, and I think it was a paid
Okay.
class actually. Yeah, like, if I could remember, it was a paid class on YouTube. So I did that, and lo and behold, The strategy worked well. It worked out. Then I received this DM from a friend of mine, actually departmental mate. It was actually the first person who patronized me. Okay, he said he wanted to get a suit for defense, and so how will he get to know his size and that? Man, that was a huge blow to me. Because number one, I've not
Okay.
been selling suit before. That was the first time I actually will be selling a suit. How will I know this is the size of this person? How will I like get his size? It's not that I have a shop that the person will come into and buy and test it. But this, I'm taking this suit to the person to wear. What if it doesn't fit? So I had a lot of questioning coming to my head. I had a lot of things coming to my head. So what I did was, okay, this is me. I know me. I know my size. I had to put on my suit. I saw my suit size 46. Then this person, I asked him, "Do you know your suit size?" He said he doesn't know. So he said, but he has a friend who has a suit. So he had to put on the friend's suit. And I checked. This person is taller than me. But looking at the I think we have both body type. We have same body type, but he's just taller than me. So I was like, well, it should be like 46 too. But then when I went back, I had to go back to the market. For real, I wasted transport fare. Like then, and things were very expensive. We all know how
Sure.
Lagos life is. Transport fare is not the same. Not true. So I think I spent like 2,000. I spent like 2,000 naira on transport fare that day. So I went back to the market. It's like, okay, I want to get a suit for this friend of mine. It's taller than me. It's like this. But the fact is, most of the sales get there, they don't. What is on their mind is that let me sell. To an extent, they can't. I don't know how to put this. Maybe because I'm into the business, they don't meet my own standard. Sorry to say that. Like the manner of approach, the way to treat customer and the likes. So I was pissed, but then I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I had to do what I had to do because I want to sell. It's not that I'm it's not that I'm buying to put on. So I had to like satisfy my own customer at the other end. So I got this suit. I put it on. It was shorter than the previous one I got. I was like, this can't fit this person. I don't know what to do. Then I got a bigger size. When I got a bigger size, I tested it there. It was okay, yes, this person is taller than I am. So it will fit in. And I sent the picture to the person. I did everything, and I said, "This is the suit." Then it was size. I think that was size 50. And I told the person, "Yes, from 46." Then I was about leaving that day. Then I told the guy that he said, 50 might be too big for him. That what if it's too big? Then I said, what if it's too big? How will I return it to Lagos? Man, and it was not risky for you. It was not risky because I had collected the money. We closed the deal already. So I collected the money. I had looked like okay, I've made my first sale. This is like a proof that I'm into
Mm-hmm.
this business and I can actually get more sales from this proof that I have. So I have to satisfy this customer in all might. So I went back to the market again to get. God really helped me that day because I had to meet another sales girl who is different from that other person who attended to me the first time. Then I asked her, how about I get another brand of suit? Because I don't really like this kind of brand. I want another one that is more fitted. So and I asked her, is it of the same price? Of the same price? She said yes. So I went for that. I took the suit and I took size 46. And I told myself that if it doesn't size, we find a way around it. All I know is that I'm taking this suit back to Akure. No, nothing is going to happen. So something terrible happened actually on my way to Akure, but that's for another time. So when I got to Akure, I told the guy, "Hello, guy Alpha, I'm not in Akure. How about I get your suit delivered to you today?" Okay, he said it might not be convenient for him, but we can do it tomorrow. So I went to deliver his suit to him the next day. So I gave him the
Oh.
suit and it was like,
Oh.
wow, the suit was okay. It was perfectly fit. It was timely and everything. Wow, I felt on top of the world because I knew it was an achievement to me, for real. But it was an achievement. It was my first sale. I knew nothing about the suit industry, and nothing at all. But I was just using my, did I
Yeah, that
say, I
was
was using my
2021,
instincts
right?
and the past experiences I had with jeans, suit trouser. E-
Okay.
e- yeah, 2020, back to 2022, because I did IT twice. I did IT twice. My first IT was when the school was on strike. Then the second IT was when
Okay.
when we went for the real IT. So yeah, it was, I think it was 2022, like that. So after that, I gave him his suit and we talked and everything. So I screenshotted the testimony and everything. Then I uploaded it on Google My Google My Business page and my WhatsApp and the like. So started getting DMs from various students. Yes, because my customers then were students. Those were the people on my mind to like sell to students entirely, especially those ones that are about to defend their IT projects. So those were the people on my mind. So I uploaded products on my catalogs, and this was not even only suits. I uploaded suits, uploaded polo, uploaded so many things. But it got to a point I knew I couldn't do all these things like that. That if I want to really concentrate, I have to like pick a niche, know more about this niche, even to an extent, make content about this niche. So because if I should like pick different niches and start talking about them, it can wear me out and the likes. So I streamed, yeah, I narrowed down to suits, shoes, and accessories. Then I still add on to canvas. Then yeah, I still add on to canvas because people still wear canvas. People love footwears and the likes. So I did that, and to an extent, I got, I got a lot of offers, and I even got people after that, people in Akure that were not students. So like, how far, how do I sell suits? And so I had to manage my page, talk about my page, like promote my page. I ran ads, I did so many things about the page. I took classes, like paid classes about to market, how to
Okay. This is
sell, and I
this is
read
very,
books as well.
very, very, very
Yeah,
interesting. Like,
I read books as well.
your story is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, now, like, from what you said, I just put down
Thank
a
you.
couple of things right there that I'll just like, oh. Now, one of them is first you talk about your target market and how you niche down to suits. So, what was the process like? How did you determine
Yeah.
that you don't want to be a generalist in the selling of fashion wears, that you want to focus on suit? What was the process like? And what prompted you? And so let's talk about that. What was the process like? And like how does it happen?
Okay. Thank you for that. So I had these suits. I had suits on my catalog. I had jeans on my catalog. I had polo. I had so many things on my catalog then, and I had different buyers too. People want to buy suits. People want to buy this. People want to buy that. People want to buy this. So and I had suppliers for this kind of things. And to a point, even like personally to me, though I won't blame those people who do this because that's how they make their own ends meet. Sometimes I talk to some guys that I would like to like have their wholesaler contact so that they could deliver things to me. But those guys will tell me I have to pay to get the contacts. I was like, guy, yeah, I'm actually helping your wholesaler, but you want to collect money for just the
That's
contact.
just
I was
how
like,
they do it.
wow, this is not good. This is not good. So if I'm trying to like get a lot, like, so I know myself that if I'm trying to like get 5 to 10 wholesalers contact, so I have to pay like maybe I think she gave me 2,000 naira for just one then. So I like pay 10,000 naira to get the Ocella's contact. I was like, I'm not going to do this. So something happened. Then I struck a deal with this my guy. He's into sneaker sales. So I told him that, what if we do this? You give me your sneakers. When I sell, the we didn't even use percentage. Did we? I forgot. I don't think we used percentage then. So I told him that any amount I sell, you take this cut, then I take this cut. How about that? He said yes. That's a deal. So he kept sending me the sneakers, and because everything was digital, you can't see. You just see a picture. You just make sure the picture is actually okay, because that's the essence of online marketing. So that was how it went. So I had these buyers telling me about, they want to get this, they want to get that, they want to get this. And as I said earlier, I was finding it hard to balance between my courses, like yes, my courses, because engineering is a very stressful faculty. I won't lie about that. And balancing my business. So sometimes I can have this order and try to like deliver the same day or latest 3 days interval. I'll be thinking about that. I'll try to like connect people, how this business, this product is going to come, so that I won't disappoint the buyer, because I don't like disappointing my customers. Because I really take that as one of my USP. Yeah, I really take that. I don't like disappointing them. Whenever I say is this, I want it to be that. So I don't want to tell you it's coming tomorrow and you're not getting it tomorrow, you're getting it next tomorrow. It's better I tell you it's coming next tomorrow before telling you it's even coming tomorrow, not when you're expecting it. So sometimes my sneakers are supplier. Whenever I tell her that I need so, before they respond to me, it takes time. And
That time.
it's possible they don't even have the kind of thing I want. The customer might not be interested. Yes, and the kind of thing I want. So from there, it started pissing me off that most customers might think you are not even serious. Because when the customer should like chat me up, I need so thing, and you send them to your catalog to check, they might tell you that this is not the type of thing they want. That can they get another type? And you go to your supplier, this is what I want. The supplier might say it's not available. Then you try by all means to reach other suppliers, but they could be delayed. You know how Lagos and Onitsha people
Yeah.
work. They have customers coming from everywhere. So attending to you alone might not be something they really take as something important, but to you is very important to you. So even to the polo, the jeans, that was why I first cut off the jeans and polo. Because one, I was not
Okay.
really getting buyers for the jeans and polo and some of that thing. Because number one reason is that one, they were luxurious wears. Yeah, they were luxurious wears. They were very, very expensive. Very, very. So now I was like, I know some of the students like luxury things and they can afford it, but not how many
Okay.
percentage of them can actually afford this kind of thing. So that was where I told myself that I think I need to cut this off. And I don't want to sell something, I don't want to sell a product that when you buy, you start giving me complaints. I don't like that. I want my product to be very authentic. Even though you are paying so much amount for it, you are getting a value and you
Yeah.
are getting a durability like guarantee for buying this kind of product from me. So that was why I started selling luxurious outfits. So I had to cut them off because one, they were expensive. They were not that very much affordable to some people who could patronize. Because I had so many leads. I had so many people coming in to buy. But after hearing the price and everything, they would say it's very expensive.
Mhm.
So I had to leave that aside, then focus on sneakers because I feel students as a whole, they can pay more. Yeah, they pay more when it comes to like sneakers and shoes. They pay more when it comes to like sneakers and shoes compared to jeans and maybe just a round neck or polo that they wear. So they rather invest more in sneakers, shoes, and few of them only invest in slides and pump. So that was where I now niche down to like only
Okay.
suits, the accessories, and sneakers. So then I made sales on sneakers to a point. And I told myself that I know somebody who told me when I consulted him, so like, I want to do this kind of business. Then he said, why don't you niche down? And I told myself that I wanted to like sell what I've been selling before. So, and when I learned to a point that niching down will actually help my growth, it will help me meet more customers, like narrow down to like make the audience I need. So people will know me for a particular thing, that when you ask for this
Of
so thing,
course.
this is the very first person that will come to their mind. So that was why I really narrowed down to only suits and sneakers. And to when it got to a certain point, I didn't sell sneakers again. Yeah, I didn't sell sneakers again. And why didn't I sell sneakers again? Because it got to a point during the inflation and fuel scarcity, delivery prices were high. Sneakers were also high again. So I was like, if I should be getting my sneakers from Lagos, I'm
Pound.
paying a delivery fee of 3,000 naira. So if I should add 3,000 naira to the sneakers price, how much will it be? I cross-checked, I checked my competition, I checked everything, and I noticed
Oh,
that I think
seriously?
mine was even more expensive. So I had to like, what can I do? What can I do? Like, this is not how it should go. Where are these people getting their own sneakers from? Why is mine different? Are they not buying it from the same vendor I'm getting it from? Like, why is there difference like in price? So then I did something. I met a seller too in Akure. So we strike a deal. So instead of me buying directly from Lagos, I'll buy from him as a retailer who sells to students. So I'm not buying to wear. So I'm buying to sell.
Okay.
So it gives me like the least price, even very low. So when I checked and weighed the options, I noticed his price was like the best shot for me. So that was when I now sell sneakers based
Based
on
on
demand
demand. That's
only.
good.
If you ask me sneakers, it's just based on demand. Aside that, yeah, based on demand. So like, and to a point, and now I'm a person who likes putting on corporate outfits. Even that was where the love of suit now came in. That was one of the more reason why I now niche down to suits. I love suits. Whenever I see people putting on suits, like I like feel something in my mind that yeah, I really like this person's suit. I really like this outfit. Kind of like, can I make this? Can I do this? Can I just tie myself with this kind of suit and all? So I got more demands from of suits, shoes. Yeah, I do just shoes, accessories, and suits. So that was how that one was there.
So another thing I wanted to ask you is now let's talk about your target market, right? And from what you've mentioned
Okay.
now, we see that there has been a transition in like when you used to be a generalist, like you said to a lot of people. Now, when you've niched
Yeah.
down, currently now, you sell to students, right? How about when you finally leave, studenthood?
Yeah.
Let me use the word. Will you still focus on students, or you want to consider some new set of target customers? So, what is it going to be like now that you've niched down to suit? So, what is your target customer like?
All right. Thank you about that. Actually, before I left school, I was thinking about this because during convocation, I ran an ad using Futabro. Yeah, I ran an ad and it generated leads. Yeah, it generated leads. Yeah, and I got people to visit my page, a number of them. So, and something occurred to me. What if I finally leave school? How will I still sell to people in the school? And I told myself that so far I still have these people who run ads, who advertise, who do this. I can still have students as my target market. So I had to like make up a team, and in this team, I have I have a brand designer, I have a marketing strategist. So we had
Okay.
a plan of building a community. We had a plan of building a community of students in the
You mean
school,
in the school,
aside
only in
outsiders.
Futari
So we
or
had all this
all schools
planned
in
out,
Nigeria?
but then yeah, only in Futa because I was in Futa then. So I could I can actually build a community in school, then in my school, like in Futa. So once the community has been built there, then we can think about
Okay.
progressing it and furthering it to other institutions. So we had all these things planned out. Then yeah, something happened. Yeah, something
Okay.
happened. That was last year. Something happened. Then the semester began to be choked. It we were pressured. That was when we had, yeah, I think we had this new VC where Futa now changed the calendar for like I think 3 months for a semester. Then the semester was like choked. People were it was now even now very hard to even do anything outside school activity. Cause when I even call for meeting, we talk. The excuses coming is that how can we do this? Because even now we have lectures, we have assignments, we have practicals and everything. And even on my very end, that I knew I started this meeting, I started this. I knew I had a lot of things thinking. I had my projects of a thing to research, to write, to submit. I had practicals, I had classes and everything. So the semester was choked. So we couldn't go ahead with the plan. So we had to like pause the plan, put it on hold. Then my marketing strategist and I, we had a brief meeting. We spoke. Then we said, how about we can reach out to other people aside students, maybe all these people in corporate world, the business people who wear suits like that. So he said, how about we consider LinkedIn platform to be our to make our brand a to make our brand aware to people on LinkedIn, because when you go on LinkedIn you meet so many business and corporate people there, people, because LinkedIn is like a platform where people look for jobs and the likes like that. So I said, okay, that's a nice one, we can look to it later. So we had those plans. We just had series of plans. We couldn't push. We couldn't go ahead with those plans because there were so many things on the line. There were there were school activities. We have family stuff. And we come from different homes. So on this point, I had my brand designer, who is my departmental mate. So he also goes through the same thing I go through in department. And my marketing strategist, as on the other end, is in the lower level. So he also talks to me about his own fixed time and everything that school is really taking from him. So we couldn't do all those things. So right now, aside student as a whole, my I've okay, yes, we worked to a point where he actually generated yeah, he called it something. I've forgotten the name he called it. Man, I really knew this. I've forgotten too. We called it yeah, user persona. Yeah, as a UI, I shouldn't forget actually. Yeah, I generated a user persona where we talk about the demography of we talk about the demography of our customer, the age, the size and everything, where the person work. Then he actually crafted out something of such. So I saw it. It was a nice one. So I think the age range we're considering was like I think 20 in 20 to like 45. Yeah. I think 20
Okay.
to like 45, if I'm not mistaken. 20 to like 45 years. That was the age range we're considering then. So we had that, and I had to forward that to my brand designer to like check it out so that they work together during the branding phase and everything. So, and on the other hand, I personally, I was working to build a community, to like bring in new people to be aware of the brand, because we had other
The
plans to
brand.
advertise, then
Okay.
tell people more about suit, not even the brand as a whole. Tell people more about suit, then we can now bring the brand to them, that this brand, this is what the brand is. We educate people about the suits, outfits. So because so many people know this is a suit, but they don't really know what kind of suit this is, how to like style myself with this kind of suit, like that, like that. So we had all those things. But like 80% of those things, we couldn't bring them to life because of the school activity and home. So we had to like pen so many things down throughout the exam time, everything. But the sales were still going on because during project defense, I still sold suits. Sales was still going on, but the other plans we had to like pause them to the time where we can actually meet up again and talk about those kind of things. And that was where I knew students alone can be my customers. So I have students on the other hand, and I have business people on the other hand. Even while in Akure, I had some people who got in touch with me via my Google My Business page. Yeah, they got in touch with me via my Google My Business page. Yeah, mostly. Some people got in touch with me via Instagram page. And some of them are not even students. Yeah, some of them were working class. Yeah, let me classify them as that. They were working class personnel. So they got in touch with me. I would like get a suit and the likes. So and we all know that even businesses like this, especially the ones that deals with sizes, they are very hard. Like is one of the, I think is when in the fashion world, I think that's one of the like the most difficult niche to go into, because it's possible you like get
Mm-hmm.
this kind of size for this kind of person and it doesn't fit. So to an to some point I've experienced disappointment. I've I've seen a lot of things where I had to like return goods. I've seen a lot of things where I had to like bring back the
No.
goods again, apologize for the thing. And that was why I had to like tell my customers that if they want to order, they shouldn't order, they should order latest 3 days before the delivery, before when they will need it, in case if such thing will like actually happen. So that was how that one went.
All right. All right. So like that is very very good, very very good. You've really done a lot of things. Now our time is fast spent, but I want to talk about one other thing. So from the first one you were talking about your pricing, how the kind of business model you use is not boutique type, right? Whereby the price will be already labeled. So and we
Yeah,
know in Nigeria, we are very good at something. When you tell someone this is the price, so they go down again. They look at it like we have one eye at the back of our head. So when you tell someone that this thing is 1,000 naira, they look at it
yeah,
500. They just give you the price, and some of them will not. They'll just ask you what is the last price. So how do you deal with underpricing? So what is your strategy concerning pricing of your products in particularly? So how do you deal with some of those customers that are like they want to underprice? When you tell them that this thing is 20K, they just be like, is 8K, or I know someone that is selling it for 5K and all that. So
yeah,
how do you what is your strategy? How do you go with that?
yeah. Okay, yes, thank you for that question because it really happened. Yeah, it happened. So we all know how what our business is. We have catalogs and there are prices there. So whenever I list a product, there's always a price attached to the kind of product it is. I have different categories of suits on my catalog, and they have different prices listed on it. So most times when people come to my DM and they say they need a suit, I just, instead of me Instead of me giving them pictures and listing products to them, I just direct them to the catalog, because that's one of the essence why there is WhatsApp business and there is also catalog there. So it will like give you more time to yourself, stressing over a particular customers. Because we all know that not all customers who come to you are willing to buy. Some just came to like make researches, some came to like ask you questions, your price and all. So anyone who is willing to buy, after seeing the catalog, they will make efforts so that I get in touch with you. Like the pricing, how about this is the one I want and the likes. So whenever I get another price, I try to like bring in this boutique instinct, because we all know how, aside from boutique, we all know how supermarket works. In supermarket, you don't price. When you go into supermarket, there's always a price tag there. So you take what you can actually afford and you pay the kind of price. So I did that. So I did that for a while, and some customers came to me. They were like, "Ah, man, the prices is high and so thin. So how about we pay so amount?" So what I do was I bring in discounts. Instead of them giving me their own price, I give them a discounted price. So I used a discount strategy for them. So if you, okay, let's say I sell a suit for 125,000 naira or 50K, and you are pricing 30,000 naira, I will tell you it's not like I can't. The suit is even much more better than a suit you can buy for 30,000 naira. If you don't see it that way, I see it that way. One things I do is I I give you a discounted rate. I can give you this discounted price, or I give you when you buy it for this price, you get so and so. Or when you buy the price, delivery is free. You don't need to pay for delivery. So that's your essence. If you don't want to pay for delivery, you buy it for this also price. So I did it for some time. Yeah, people buy. So most times when people come to my DM, so when we talk about, yeah, we actually talk about price. Yes, they underprice. Then to a point, we close the deal. We close the deal in my own price, for my own price, because that's just the essence of sales. That's why marketing is different from selling. Marketing is them seeing your products, advertising and all. Why selling is the real thing you do before the deal could be closed. So we closed the deal in my own favorable price. Why? Because I offer them a discounted price rate, or I do free delivery for them. And I also talk about, I also educate them about some kind of things concerning the suit. It could be either how they style it. So to a point, I choose a particular color for them. So and in so sometimes maybe during some occasions, I run a discount sale. I run discount sales, and I do a free sales offer too for some time. And even and from a point, there was something I read too. Yeah, I read about something when it comes to underpricing. When it comes to underpricing, two things do happen. One, you don't have to make your customer feel they are doing you a favor by buying from you. Yeah, it happens to me, and I learned that as well. Yeah, I learned it. I read it and I used it because it happened to me. Because to the point, there was when I was doing this, when I was generic about this product, when I was selling like everything, there was a customer who patronized me. He said his statement, and I held it. He said it as if he was doing me a favor buying from me. So I had to like I took note of that statement, and I made sure that none of my customers, none of them will ever say that to me again. So whenever I want to patronize, if you don't agree with my price, that and I've like talked to you, we've interacted to a particular point where you would actually buy from me, and you still feel you can't buy. I'm so sorry that this deal couldn't go through. Maybe you can patronize another time, because that's one of the mistakes entrepreneurs make out there. You don't have to make your customers feel they are doing you a favor by buying from you. Make them feel they're actually even cheating you buying for price. Like give them offer
Mm-hmm.
where they feel yes, they are taking more than you are even giving them. So you don't have to make them feel they are doing you a favor. Make them feel you are selling to them and they are getting something of high value from you. And yes, I to a point during the point of interaction with one of my customers, she was in Port Harcourt. So she got in touch with me through via one of my handles, and she told me that she needed a suit to give to somebody here in Akure. So we chatted to a point, and she told me that, am I always like this with my customers? I was like, wow, like to a point, I'm always like this with my customers. Like I make my customers very comfortable when chatting with me. Aside business, we talk about personal things, to know their pain,
Yeah,
to know their
that's
fear,
nice.
to know their standpoint about the kind of product they are getting. Like, have they gotten the kind of product before that they are afraid of getting this kind of product? Because so many people have they have something, they have one hidden agenda attached to a particular thing they are getting. If they can't get from you, maybe something has happened in the past about that particular product. So we talk based on the particular product and everything. So we actually talked for it for a period of time before she could patronize. So and I don't pressure my customers. I don't pressure them at all. We talk. So, and I think I learned that too over time. You don't need to pressure your customers to buy from you because they are new people, they are strangers. You don't know them at all. So once they come to your DM, they can't just buy from you ASAP. You need to like build, a, like I say, you need to like build, yeah, let me call it a relationship with them to a particular point. Even for some time, I had to like build a relationship with one of my customers for like 3 weeks before
That's
she could
very
finally
nice.
patronize me. Because I don't pressure, I just check up on you. I just check up on you once in a while, maybe after we've talked about the product and I see that you're not coming forth. I just chat, hello, how about what you talked about? Maybe once in a week, just to make sure you still have me on mind that yes, I still really want to patronize. So finally, when she was ready, I gave her the account number and she paid and
Okay,
the
that
deal
is
was
very nice.
sealed and
So,
that was all.
like it's been a
So
very good time. Our time is fast spent. So, lastly, what I wanted to ask again is, how has this be, profitable? Like talking about the finance of the business, has it been profitable? Like, is it something you can make millions from doing, right? Billions, like. What is your thought? Like, what is the next step right now? The profitability and also the next step towards what you are planning towards the brand.
yeah, for real. Thank you for the question. Yeah, it's suit business. Don't let me even call it only suit business. Businesses as a whole. Once there is an act of buying and selling, and you know what you are selling, you know how to make profits of your customers. You can make millions, you can make billions of naira from that kind of business. It's not only limited to suit businesses only. So one day I sat down in my room and I had a thought that if I should sell one suit every day for 30 days, I'll make this kind of money. If I should sell two for a day, I'll make this kind of money. I'll make this kind of money. So I had the calculations, I had everything calculated out. And I noticed that yes, if I should push this brand to a point where yes, I can boldly say this brand can work well without my presence, or I've grown this brand to a point, this brand can profit me in making millions and making billions of naira for real. Because just imagine you are selling something worth 5,000 naira and you are getting, let me say, 200 naira from that kind of thing whenever you make a sale. Let's say you sell five something worth 5,000
Hmm.
naira per one for 30 days and you're making 200. That's 200 naira times 30 days. You've made like 6,000 naira. So that's just like an example. So now bring it like in a way that one, you are not the one buying it. You are not using your money to buy. You are only selling. So That means none of your money is hooked down. What you are just doing, you are just making profit. So that profit in quotes, no matter what happens, so far you are selling, like you are selling continuously, you are making your profit. Once you know what you are doing with the money and you know what the business is all about, and you are making sure customers are coming in, you are hitting numbers. So you are making money in terms of customer coming in, you are making money in terms of the product you are selling and everything. You sure make millions of naira from this kind of products. Because I said something to somebody one day. I just said, in this country, aside from working 9 to 5, if you really want to make money, you just have to sell something. Just have to sell something, be it products, be it service, no matter what you are doing. Once you are selling something, you are making profit from it. You can make millions or billions from the kind of thing you are selling. If you know what you are doing, that's just the thing. And you practice the act of saving and investing. So that's just it. And the brand as the brand has been, I wouldn't say, I would say the brand has been partly paused for a while. Why? Because after after my defense, I had to, like, as people do say, life after school. Yeah, I had to, like, start thinking life after school, how to manage the on one side, and if still thinking about my schooling, yeah, so I'll be able to manage my schooling and blend the two together. Because it's really a big work. Yeah, for you, it's really a big work. Although the selling process is still on, but then it's not like effective when I was in school back then. Now that I'm out of school, that's like replan, rebrand, re-strategize, and put everything in a plan. Then make sure there's a roadmap to follow once again. So that's just it.
So much for that. It's really been wonderful. Like really been wonderful. So like it shows that we have a lot of things to talk about. Like there's a background noise there and just around. So we have a lot of things to really talk about. Like we've talked about the pricing, the marketing, target market, your niche, and then how you deal with underpricing and all that, right? And it's really been wonderful to have you here. So our time is fast spent right now, so I think there will still be another edition of this particular
Yeah.
interview. And one thing I also want you to know is that this video will be
Yeah.
available. I'll be posting it on YouTube so that a lot of people can be able to see your story, right? And then to see what you are doing, and to if they want to learn more, if they want to buy, if they want to contact and all that. So, but before we go, we there are really a lot of things to take away from this particular interview. At least those that will be watching it, we see that there is a reason and there is a need for niching down, right? There is a need for niching down. There is a need for understanding pricing. There is a need to understand your target market also, and then there is a need, like you've done a lot of things that are combined in the business, like try to figure out your marketing, your branding, and you try to figure out absolute everything that regarding
Yeah.
the business, right? That is very good. So, but before we go, please kindly reintroduce
Yeah.
yourself and your brand, your business name to us, so that we can get that again before we go.
All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for having me
Yeah.
here once again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I remain my humble self, Imoh Uchenna. I am the CEO and director of Yoocee Fashion Wears brand, and we deal in sales of suits and accessories, shoes, and the likes. So for now, yeah, I'll use the word for now because there is always room for upscaling. Yeah, because we can scale in the future, and so many things can happen in the future. because nobody knows what the future holds. We have a lot of plans and we have a lot of ideas yet to be unveiled. So we are always working tirelessly to meet the demands of our customers, to satisfy them, and to always make them see us as their number one um, answers when they have a problem regarding maybe their suit outfit or anything related to fashion wear in our fashion
All right. Thank you
industry
so
in
much.
Nigeria.
I really, really appreciate. You want to
And
appreciate your for you taking the time for this particular
yeah,
session.
welcome to.
It's really, really been wonderful. The lessons we'll be taking, we'll be talking again, right? And then to see what could be about the business and then how to promote it, since you still have a long planning for it. The thing is that any business that is able to give you something for some time,
Yeah,
it's worth doing. At least you now made it known that the major thing in the business is making profit. So making profit. So anything that you are able to generate
yeah,
some set of money from, so it's something that would be sustainable. Right, so thank you so much. This will be the end of the session. The video will be processed, and when it's posted, I will let you to know. All right, so thank you. You're welcome,
all
and
right.
you too.
Thank you. Do have a nice
Uh,
day. Yes, sir.